I was hanging around here doing shows. It was early 19... I wasn't living on the Lower East Side anymore. I lived on the Lower East Side from 89 to 91, right? And then I went to San Francisco for a couple years and I came back, all right? And then I eventually ended up on 3rd and 16th Street, which is when I started really doing this stuff. So that was early 94. And by then I was probably at least trying to, well, maybe not. I definitely wasn't sober. I was living with a woman, trying to make that work, and I was drinking, I was running around doing these shows, but I was never a club guy. I was never a social scene guy. How you doing, buddy? You live down here?
Yeah.
How long you live down here?
For a couple years.
Yeah? What do you do?
What do I travel around. I find little gigs every night to try to make some money.
Why'd you come to Lower East Side?
Lower East Side?
That's where we are, right?
That's where all my friends are, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
What do you guys, are you squatters or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You just pick a place to live and there's like, what, 10 of you living there?
Yeah, bro. Exactly. A buddy of mine died last night, bro, in a punk rock band. He fucking killed himself. Yeah, his name's Steve-O.
Really? Not Steve-O?
No, not Jackass Steve-O.
Another Steve-O?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he was upset about.
I watched this guy got knocked the fuck out last night, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, this dude was sitting there, and the guy was standing up talking shit. And he just stood up and hit him once, and the guy was just out for like 30 minutes. Cold.
No shit.
He's out, and then he moved a little bit, and then he's still like, I don't know, bro. He's all fucked up.
Yeah, well, that's a big night. Hey, buddy.
Polly Wolly Doodle. Polly Wolly Doodle. Polly Wolly Doodle. Polly Wolly Doodle. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day.
This is where I used to live, 1989 through 1991. This is 2nd and A. I lived on 2nd between A and B. I've not walked down the street in probably 10 years. This street, there was always junkies everywhere, and there were point people. There was a guy here and a guy there. Vietnamese sandwiches, not there. That doorway, that looks about the same. Whatever that is, with that fancy door, no fucking way, not a chance. This place might have been here, but I'm telling you, it was like zombie land. With these junkies walking up and down the street. They look like they might have been here then. Everybody looked like those two when I lived down here. The psychic was not there, though that doesn't mean much. Let's try to figure out where the hell I lived. I don't know if that was here. This is where I lived. Yeah, 186 East 2nd. I lived on the 2nd floor, but the street had a system. There was a whole politics to it. See that garage? I don't know what was going on there. It was always filled with soda and empty cans. And there was a little Hispanic guy, old man, that pretended like he didn't speak English. He used to work there and he used to haunt me. How you doing? Because next door, there was this little bookstore that didn't have no books in it, if you get my drift. That doorway was dope. It was heroin. And it must have been really good. The junkies would line up like 30 deep. I mean, it'd be like a line like they were going to the movies. The whole block was set up for heroin sales. You had point guys, you had 2 or 3 dudes out here, young Latino guys with the fast bikes, watching the door, and another guy over there watching the door, and a couple of guys at the end of the street to signal if the cops had come. There were syringes all over the place. Now look what's here. This is unbelievable. Hello? It's in this doorway. I'm here for some heroin. There'd be a guy that lets you in, then there'd be a guy at the bottom of the stairs, and then there'd be a guy at the top of the stairs. So it was like a relay. I only know that because after living here a year and a half, is heroin home? I felt that I had to, before I left, buy heroin. But I'd spent a year sober on this street going, look at these fucking idiots. Don't they see how horrible they are? But somehow or another, after a year and a half of looking at those zombies, I was like, I gotta give this a try. So I bought a couple of bags. I went up to my apartment. I snorted it. 1 bag. And I just sat there and my face started itching and I projectile vomited and fell asleep for 6 hours. Thank God I didn't like that. And they knew me. Like, it was almost like, yeah, finally you're coming around. And after the shit I went through with these guys, you couldn't park in front of this place. And I had a car back then. And there were these guys that used to watch it, these kids. Like one night there was no place to park, so I'm like, fuck it, I just parked there. And I get up the next day and all my tires were flat. And all those guys are around, and the little old man. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, man, maybe you shouldn't have parked there, right? And the old man's like, go around the corner, take your tires around the corner. There's a guy over there. So I took my tires around the corner and I come back and 3 of the dudes were in my car going through my glove compartment. And they're really like, yeah, what's up, man? In my car. Like, I get it. I get it. I felt like Dustin Hoffman in Straw Dogs. If I'd had a girlfriend, they would have been sodomizing her in the backseat of my Golf. Go past B back then was like Vietnam. Not because they're Vietnamese people. It was just like a mythical land of danger and badness. And that's the way it went down. Can you believe it, though? That fancy Italian restaurant where that dope hole was? Come on, I'll show you where I bought drugs.
Lock the gate!